You're watching the TC MMA podcast.
And it was a wild night last night at UFC Vegas 89. Another losing night for us. We're on the ropes, and we're now 4-6 in the main event on the year. And again, after going several years like 14-2, 12-4, 15-1, out the gate, we're now struggling in the main event. And last night did not help at all. It was a rough card all around, and we really never got going starting 1-3. And we're going to get into all that, but we got a lot of reactions to get to. First, one of the biggest ones last night was actually a bite. Yes, you heard that right, a bite that led to a UFC fighter being removed from the UFC immediately following the fight. This is what happened with Igor Severino last night. Now Lima complaining. He's pinned up against the fence, and now he gets taken down. Boy, and he grabbed the fence, and now we got a time by the ref. We got a time. And Lima pointing to his bicep and saying he was bitten? What? No way. Whoa. Whoa. So now the ref's going to bring in someone. Mark Smith?
Whoa.
Is the review official, so the doctor's looking at his elbow. Says, yeah. I don't know what he's saying yeah about. Both fighters separated now.
Are you serious?
Oh my goodness. Weird. 2 minutes left in round 2. A good fight underway. I mean, here, going down. And is he? Oh, we're seeing the replay here. I don't know. I mean, how can you definitely tell? I mean, I guess the doctor came in and said, yeah. Combined with video evidence, I don't know. Because his face is blocked. But Lima clearly complaining about something. So now it's got to be like, okay. And even if all this is true, then what happens? But you got to have the doctor say, yeah, he was bitten. Then you got to have video. Whoa, it is. It's going to be, the fight's over. It's going to be a DQ? Can't be a no contest. Disqualification. Wow. Igor Severino, who was fighting well, is going to get DQ'd. And Severino saying no. What? Unreal. Unreal. So now the ref telling his coaches that he... Unbelievable. I don't know, man. This is crazy. Never seen this before. Never seen this before. But Igor Severino is DQ'd. Oh! Whoa! Okay. 100%. Yeah, it's official. Unbelievable. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Unbelievable. 100% video proof right there. Proof positive. Yeah, Andre Lima deserves a victory here. Severino deserves to be DQ'd. And that's the way it goes down, man. Unbelievable here at UFC Vegas 89. So it wasn't clear in the replay. And then you got Andre Lima sitting there, and he lifts up his bicep to show the camera, and a clear bite mark on his bicep. Whoa! I mean, it's crazy. There's no place for that in the sport.
Are you serious? Serious?
Yeah. I mean, video proof. Can't see it in the replay. But when you combine the replay, you don't even need the replay. You see his bicep and you're like, okay, that's a bite mark. Like when you go to the dentist and you bite down on that stuff and you see the bite mark. I mean, that's what it looked like. It was crazy. And Igor Severino removed from the UFC by Dana White and company immediately following the fight. Now next you have Ricardo Ramos, who I believe was the favorite against Julian Juicy J. Rosa. But it didn't go his way. Check this out. Ramos continues to build control time here. He can't get the full mount, though. And Arosa fighting from his back. Not a good position, especially with Ramos on top. But he's still landing strikes. He's keeping Ramos in an upright position, and Ramos is raining down hammers. Nice. And now he gets kicked off. Both guys standing in the center of the octagon. Oh, Arosa misses with a big left. And now Ramos goes in. Lands another takedown. But look at this now. Look at this. Oh, he's got something locked in here. Ramos looks in trouble. Woo. He's trying to sneak out. Well, I don't know. And he taps. And that's it. Wow. Ricardo Ramos goes down in quick fashion. Julian Juicy J. Arosa beats Ricardo Ramos, and I'm surprised. I'm completely surprised that he got the submission. Really from his back. Taken down twice, gets it locked in. And Ramos just couldn't get out of it. So the guillotine is going to finish this fight. And it was 2 takedowns and none for Ramos. We didn't even get started really in this fight. Ramos led 7-4 in significant strikes. And just like that, 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this fight, Julian Juicy J. Arosa gets the win. He's going to move to 30-12, if I'm not mistaken. Featherweight division, UFC Vegas, 89. And Juicy J saying after the fight that he wished, leading up, that he could fight before his child was born. But instead his child was born, and he said it made all the difference because he had something to fight for now. And you got to respect it, man. You got to respect it. The performance he put on last night in a tough fight. And a lot of people were searching up Ricardo Ramos last night, expecting him to win. He was trending big time before the fight, but it didn't turn out well for him because Juicy J had something to fight for. And those are always the differences in these fights, is guys that have something to fight for fight on a different level. And that's what happened in this one last night. Now, in the next one, you have Billy Q versus Yusuf Salal. Highly anticipated main card fight. Check this out. Oh, here we go again, man. Come on, Billy Q. Get him off of you now. And Zalal continued just trying to work. He's got the back totally taken. Now he's trying to work the hands. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is it. This is it. Billy Q's not getting out of this one. Dadgummit. 3:15 mark, round 2, and he taps, and that's it. Dang. Yusuf Zalal gets the win. Man, we just got it together. Ran off a few wins, and then Yusuf Zalal nails us here. He's going to move to 14-5. Submission at 3:09 into round number 2. Billy Q's going to fall to 18-6. I mean, he has a good record as well. So definitely a high-level fight, but Yusuf Zalal pulls it off here. Featherweight division, UFC Vegas, 89. Yeah, and that's the way this one turned out. So Yusuf Zalal looked really good last night. He needed a win too, but I thought Billy Q would get the job done. It didn't happen. And so things are going against us at this point. Then you got Peyton Talbot versus Cameron Simon. We took a lot of flack for this prediction this week. Taking Peyton Talbot, everyone says Cameron Simon's the truth. He's going to win. It didn't turn out that way. On a rough night, this is a diamond in the rough for us. Yeah, and you're going to look at some big shots there at the end of the first round. Round 2, kicking off, and it's Peyton Talbot just piecing him up. Oh, and a big left drop Simon. And man, Simon's trying to get up from this. I don't see how this is possible. Simon's going down here. I mean, Peyton Talbot is just dominating significant strikes. The ref's got to stop it, and he does. Let's go. Peyton Talbot gets us back to 5-5, and he does a little dance in the process. And this guy is ridiculous. Because I'm telling you right now, Cameron Simon is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But when we made our prediction, we had to go with Peyton Talbot. I mean, this guy is tough, man. And he's 8-0. Smiles in the process. He's going to get the win here in the bantamweight division. And you see this, man. Cameron Simon came out swinging, and Talbot just caught him coming in with a left. And, yeah, took him off his feet, and that's it. So Peyton Talbot gets the job done. Very few KOs a night. This is one of them. Bantamweight division, UFC Vegas 89. Yeah, not a lot of finishes last night, but Peyton Talbot came through in the clutch and put us in position to have a winning night. Then Shabazian won. That hurt us. Carl Williams won. That helped us. And we're 6-6 going into the main event, and it would go 5 rounds. A long night for Ribas and Namajunas. Ended up being a great fight. Namajunas surprised me, and here's how the decision went at the end. And then we got some corrections as well after the clip. This fight goes to a decision, 101-86. Amanda Ribas, significant strikes, 175 to 148. Total strikes, she led 53 to 44 in head strikes. Then it goes the other way. Rose, 36 to 20 in body strikes, 7 minutes of control to 140. And as we've seen in almost every other fight, the striking takes over. Even though one fighter gets like 6 to 8 minutes of control time in a 25-minute fight, that doesn't matter. The striking takes over. But when I watched the fight, if I looked at the stats at the end, I would be surprised, because it looked to me like Rose outstruck her, but that's not the case on paper. And a big and interesting decision coming up. Both fighters in the center of the octagon. They're both smiling. Ribas thinks she's got the win. I mean, she looks confident. Namajunas is smiling too, although she looks a little more concerned. And I don't think anyone knows which way the judges are going here, including myself. Here we go. Credit Rose Namajunas regardless. Coming up, fighting very well. Just tough because you're fighting, you know. It's a much bigger fighter. Here we go. Come on. Gosh. 49-46, 49-46, 48-47. Unanimous. Wow. Doug Rose gets the win. No, bro. Wow. The numbers don't indicate that. Dang. Yeah, so that's the way it turned out. We end up taking the L on another main event, leading to a 6-7 night, 4-6 overall. We're going to look at that in a moment, but what's next for Rose? Will she stay in the flyweight division? This was a statement win for her. A statement win. And now you got the straw weight. You're a top contender. In the flyweight division, you're top 10. So you got all these things happening for Namajunas, and she's got some options now. It'll be interesting to see what she does next. But in terms of the picks last night, it didn't go well. You see Ribas lost there. Led to a 6-7 night. We had a chance to at least salvage a night and get back to 5-5 in the main event. It didn't happen. So we're 6-7 on the night, 4-6 overall in the main event. And just overall record, we're still 72-50. So we got a little cushion there. We're okay, but the main event is just not going well. At the beginning of the night, we start 1-3. The only reason we got a win is because Andre Lima suffered the bite. Then we get Miles Johns, lose Ricardo Ramos. Then we go on a little win streak. We got Trey Ogden and Fernando Padilla. Billy Q lets us down. Any one of these losses could have went our way, and it's at least a winning night. And we salvaged something, but it didn't go that way. Talbot won. Then A.J. Dobson got the victory, or loss, excuse me. Carl Williams got the win. We're 6-6 going into the main event. And Amanda Ribas let us down. That's the way it goes, unfortunately, last night. And we're obviously looking forward to the next week to try to get back into the winning ways. And we'll see. We got to run off the next 3 weeks to get back to 7-6 in the main event. Right now, it's rough. Everyone in the background running around, grabbing papers, stats, trying to figure this thing out. But I'm not worried. I wanted this in some strange way. I don't want to lose main events, but again, after the last 3 years starting out so strong, I always thought in my head, this can't continue forever. And when we start losing, that's when things get tricky, right? Because then you start really overthinking everything, and we're going to try not to do that. We're just going to try to continue making picks the way we always have, and things will turn around, and it's going to be hard. Especially when you got Aaron Blanchfield and Manny Fiora going added this week in the main event. These are two fighters that are undefeated in the UFC, 6-0. So that's not an easy pick either. So we'll have to wait and see.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded.